So this is my well, I'm going to make a build video for my stam and Dragonknight. It's been requested by a lot of people on PS4. Um, this is this is actually, so this video is gonna be pretty choppy. This wasn't planned. I'm extremely tired. I just took a final exam. I've been up for somewhere between 24 and 48 hours. I just decided I'm gonna get this out now. It's gonna be very unorganized, but it's a build video. Hopefully people who wanted it will watch and they can take something from it. So this segment's actually recorded after what the first segment will be. It's going to be, I think, hopefully only 3 to 5 cuts pasted together for this video, but we'll see how that goes. So this is my Stamina Dragonknight. It's a sword and board 2H build. The reason I went sword and board is because I wanted an instant DPS option for the Dragonknight instead of being stuck into Wrecking Blow. And I get that from bash canceling. However, with bash canceling on console or on PC if you're using a controller, you do not take full advantage of your stam regen. This is because with the controller, you're going to have to block for a split second to bash. And in that split second, your stam regen goes to 0 because of the block nerf. You get 0 stam regen while blocking. And watch this. I'm gonna waste some stam. See the stam regen ticks? I get a stam regen tick, like my stam goes up every 2 seconds. 2 seconds and it ticks up. 2 seconds and it ticks up. If you roll dodge or block any time within that 2 seconds, you reset that 2-second timer. So when you're bash canceling, you're going in pretty fast with your bash cancels. You're probably DPSing, you're definitely bashing within that 2-second window every single time. So if you have 1k stam regen and you're going with bash cancels for 4 seconds, you're effectively not getting 4k stam back, which is a pretty big deal. That's 4k stam. That is about 3/4 of a potion. It's a pretty big amount with that low stam regen. So I still wanted to keep that instant DPS option with bash canceling on console while having decent sustain and burst. So what I did was I built around the DK passives. DK passives like Helping Hands gives me back 5% stam on a Earth and Heart ability. I use Igneous Shields. And Battle Roar, stam or resources back on an ultimate. So I'm gonna show, I have 2 builds, one with 5 medium, 1 heavy, 1 light, one with 5 heavy, 1 medium, 1 light. I do the 5-1-1 for the undaunted passive. I'm liking the medium build better for the more damage, more sustain. I should really fix my gear. What you're gonna want to shoot for stat wise is at least 38k stam, at least. I have 42k. I get that from being an Imperial, from having undaunted passives, from having V16 gear mostly with gold glyphs. I run infused on the big pieces, on my hundings, defines on small pieces. So with 42k stam, I'm getting around 2100, 2200 stam back every time I do this, which is Igneous Shields. And it also buffs my healing, which is pretty amazing. It's pretty good. Vigor heals are ridiculous with this build. So that's how I sustain. I sustain off my Earth and Heart ability. If I can proc my Engine Guardian, if I get a Magicka proc, I can sustain off that. I can spam Igneous to dump that Magicka into my stam. If I get a stamina proc, that's free stamina. On console, you're basically forced to run Engine Guardian because of that bash canceling, not giving you your stam regen. If you're on PC, you can run, or if you have a keyboard, if you somehow use the keyboard, you can bind bash single key to bypass that block completely. You can, Blood Spawn is good, you can run another 2-set, anything really, instead of Engine Guardian. Engine Guardian's still going to be amazing for sustain, but you're basically forced into it if you're using a console controller, just because you need that sustain. I believe I will cut to the segment I recorded later. It's gonna be, like I said, it's very unorganized. I've been playing this. I'm extremely tired, extremely delirious. Hopefully you guys will understand what I'm saying. If you have any questions, just message me. My PSN is in that bottom right hand corner, DCF711, and I'll try to get to any questions that you guys ask. If I get a Magicka proc, I just spam Igneous for 2100 stam back each time. And when I get an ultimate, I get stam back from Battle Roar. See, there's a Magicka proc. Just spam Igneous. I can even get it back while blocking. I'm roll dodge glitch right now. There we go. So that's how I sustain. But even so, this build is, well, bash canceling in general on console is pretty gimped, because like I said, you're not taking full advantage of your stam regen. But this is the best workaround I could do. I didn't want to just be stuck in the Wrecking Blow, because when you're stuck in the Wrecking Blow, it's a good move, but it's also a pretty shitty move. That 1 second channel time gets you killed, and in duels, you're not going to get that off against a good player. So with this build, you have extremely high burst, like I said. Ransack's a low damage skill, but I have a 7.4k, this fucking guy, 7.4k tooltip with it, which is extremely high for Ransack. I wouldn't use Heroic Slash, except, here I'll show you after I kill this. It's extremely high costing. So Ransack is 904 stamina in medium. Heroic Slash is 1700. That's almost double. I do run this sometimes though. It's pretty good. I switch this out depending on who I'm dueling. I don't run open world. It costs way too much. So these are my bars. And on my 200 bar I have Rally, Executioner, Crit Rush. You could use Stampede. I like Crit Rush because it does a lot of damage. Wrecking Blow, Unstable Flame, Take Flight. Take Flight does amazing damage. I hit people with 15k, 16k, 17k Take Flights after a Wrecking Blow. So with an empowered Take Flight. 200 bar, Sword and Shield bar, Shuffle, Igneous, Resolving Vigor, Reverb Bash, and Ransack. These bars are always the same. However, sometimes I switch up Reverb Bash. I put in Invasion when I'm dueling a Sorc, because I can Invasion over their minds and CC them with one button push. I don't have to crit rush in, I don't have to roll dodge their minds or shuffle their minds and then CC them. I can CC them with one button, and that's why I run Invasion against Sorcs and duels. I would run Invasion 100% of the time if it did not have a medium distance. If you are going up against good stam Nightblade, he will stay within that 3.5 meter range while DPSing you, so you will never be able to CC him. And that's why I'm stuck into Reverb Bash. People say it's a broken skill. I agree, it's a little buggy, but there really is no other option. To CC a Stamina Nightblade or other stamina class on your ass, you have to run Reverb Bash. Your Magicka is all used for Igneous Shields, for sustaining your stam. Fossilize is good too, except a lot of times you'll find that you do not have the Magicka for it when their CC immunity's down, and you always want to CC a good Stamina Nightblade in duels when their immunity's down. Always. Or else they'll just DPS you down. They have an insane amount of burst. So this is my medium build. I'll just show you the heavy build real quick. I just switch out the hundings for Black Rose. I like the Black Rose because it offers 2 max stam bonuses for even more max stam than my medium build. I run an impen on 2 pieces. Impen's really good. Infused on the big pieces, small and divine is what I run for hundings. It'd be good for this too, but I'm liking the impen, to be honest. So in my heavy, I have a lot lower weapon damage, a lot lower crit, but as you can see, my max stam is a lot higher, and I have 2k more health, and my resistances are better. There is less sustain with this build. However, this build, like I said, has more stamina, more health. It's tankier. It's tankier. I think the medium build is a little bit better, but the heavy build is good too. Same bars, same everything. So the stats you want to shoot for are at least 38k stam. At least 38k stam to take full advantage of having almost no regen, and like I said, taking advantage of your Dragonknight passives. So at least 38k stam. Your weapon damage can be whatever. The stat, like I mean, the stat you really want to shoot for is 38k stam at least. And how you reach this is undaunted passives, racial passives, endgame gear. I have V16 gear. Some of it's be purple still, but they're all gold enchants on them. So my stats could be a little bit higher, but not that much higher to be honest. So at least 38k stam, and yeah. I'm an Imperial. This build would work best on an Imperial or Red Guard. They are tied for, for the best race choice. After Imperial would probably, in Red Guard would probably be, like to say, Orc, and Dark Elf and Nord. So you honestly want to be a Dark Elf, an Imperial or Red Guard for that 10% stam passive. Red Guards will have more sustain, Imperials will have more health. It's up to you. Alright, let's see what else I should get into for this. Oh, unused buy stat food. I like pumping up my max stam high as possible. My magicka doesn't need to be high because of Engine Guardian. Engine Guardian is a must on this build on console since I run almost no regen, because like I said, regen, it's not useless, but you're not taking full advantage of this. On PC, however, I would build for a little bit more regen. I'm using the Tower Mundus Stone. I forgot about that. It's max stamina for a little bit more burst because I get about 2 to 3k stamina from the tower, which gives me more damage and a little bit more sustain. 2k stamina, I get 100 more stamina back from my Igneous. If I was on PC, I would run the Serpent hands down because I take full advantage of stam regen. I would only lose like 2k, 3k stamina, and I would have like 400, 500 more stam regen. Serpent hands down on PC. However, on console, I like the tower. I think that's about it. If you want to look up gameplay, I have some decent clips posted up of some 1vx's. I have a duel against Sakinus posted up for a tournament I was in. This build is very strong. One of the most OP builds for dueling. However, I think it is not the god build. If you have this build and you're an average player, you're not going to be the god of dueling. But this is a very strong build for dueling. It lacks a little bit in the 1vx capabilities, however, it can 1vx. But for dueling, this build is amazing. But like I said, a well-built Magicka Sork who's good, I think stands on par. And a well-built Stamina Nightblade stands on par. A Stamina Nightblade, your conventional Stamina Nightblade will not beat this build in a duel if you're at the same skill level. However, if you build a good Stamina Nightblade, I'm not going to give away any builds or anything. I know a few, however I'm not going to get into it. If you build a good Stamina Nightblade, you can stand on par with this build. But like I said, this is a very strong build for dueling. A lot of people, I get a lot of messages telling me that I run an OP build, that I'm trash, etc., etc. It's whatever. I've been running this build for a long time. Not when IC came out, actually. I had 1.5 mil gold when IC came out. I used to run a Bow 2H Stamina DK, and I spent almost all that gold trying to find a build that worked for me. The bash canceling gives me instant DPS. That's what I wanted to build around. And the max stam gives me my sustain. But like I said, on console, this build, any sword and shield using bash canceling is pretty gimped, as you're not taking full advantage of your stam regen. Oh, ultimates. Dawnbreaker, I use that because, yeah, I'm sorry, like I said, this video's all over the place. Dawnbreaker gives me more weapon damage. It's a cheap ultimate. If I find myself on 0 resources and I don't have the 110 ultimate for Take Flight and I really need those resources right then, my CC immunity's down, I know someone's about to CC me, I need at least some stam to break free, I just slap a Dawnbreaker down to get some stam back for that break free. However, I usually save my ultimate for Take Flight. This is an amazing ultimate. In my medium armor build, even this setup, a Wrecking Blow Take Flight will 2-shot almost any opponent not using food. Any opponent with under 21k health, basically, if you crit. There's a lot more DPS and a lot more sustain in the medium build. But the heavy build, it's cool. Like your heavy armor Dragonknight, you still put out good DPS. It is what it is. Oh, champion point layout, yeah. So I have 288 CP at the moment. This is what I run. I have 14 in Magician. I don't know why. Should probably only have 5 or 10 in there. It's not bad though, since I spam Igneous for my sustain. 14 into Warlord. Some of the bashing focus takes some of the stam cost off of bash. 0 into Mooncalf, because like I said, you're not taking advantage of your stam regen. This is a 0 stam regen build basically. Some into Tenacity. I'll probably put some of my Magician into Tenacity to restore some stamina back on heavy attacks. Decent amount of tumbling because I don't like the cost of break free, and you do need to roll dodge with this build sometimes to just escape CCs, to escape not CC roots, random ass roots when your gap closed for some reason. I don't know why they have that. Nightblade spamming ambush. 33 in the Blessed. I like the healing. Here, my heavy armor. After an Igneous Shield. Igneous Shield's amazing. 30% more healing. Vigor gives me 17.1k. Heavy armor passives gives me another 7% healing received on that. Oh my god. Here, I'm just gonna die actually. Oh no, I'm getting... Hold on. I wish this was my medium armor build. This would be much better against these guys. Hands down. that Twilight helped me out a bit there. I guess this can be put in as footage unless I died, then I will obviously not put this in as footage. But I wish that was my medium armor build. Be a lot better against Sorks, just for that extra DPS, because it's pretty hard to DPS down their shields. Alright, there's that. Good amount of stones. Let's see if I can die real quick. Please kill me. Fucking scrub. That's Grievous Twilight. There we go. Alright, continuing with the video. Sorry about that. Oh, something else I like to add. In duels against Sorks, I use Invasion over Reverb Bash. I don't know if I went over this already. I'm just gonna go over the skills again. Like I said, I'm extremely tired, kind of delirious. Skills on the sword and board bar, always the same. Shuffle, Igneous, Vigor. Reverb Bash, I switch out for Invasion against Sorks so I can CC them with one button. Ransack. Ransack is cheap. It's low damage, but with all that max damage and weapon damage, it hits pretty hard. Rally, Executioner, Crit Rush, Wrecking Blow, and Stable Flame. So Wrecking Blow I don't use much. I do use it as a finisher. I mostly DPS with the bash canceling. However, when I have CC immunity and they don't have CC immunity, I am with the Wrecking Blow take flight to finish off most people. It's basically, if you get that off, they're dead. Run Reverb Bash against any stamina build because it is the only stamina CC that has no minimum range that I can choose from, which is stupid in my opinion. People say it's bugged. It has a slight delay sometimes on the break free animation. I'm forced to run it though. I don't know what else to tell you. So that is my build. In 1vx's, if you don't have tripods, it's extremely hard. You need those tripods to dump that Magicka into your Igneous for more stam. You need your Engine Guardian procs. That's it. That is my build. I hope you guys enjoyed. Try it out. Tell me if it's really as OP as people are saying. Let your friends know. I want people running around in Engine Guardian, Heavy Armor, Sword and Board DKs. Let's flood Cyrodiil with Flavor of the Month DKs. Why not? Alright. Thanks for tuning in.